We're live.
Nothing like almost being late to your own event because you're watching a YouTube video to answer somebody's question.
I don't know if that light's too much. Um, as you guys can see, we're not in the RV, so we're not really prepared for this.
Is that better?
Help. So we're not really prepared for this too much because, of course, as you can see, and we have a big room today. We're not RV life in today.
Sometimes we hotel life.
We're getting our RV worked on again, just some maintenance stuff. And they needed to keep it for a couple of days to get everything finished. So we're here. So today's Wind Down Wednesday, brought to you by Sumner's Crest Winery, is going to be a
Water Down Wednesday because all the wine's in the camper. It's a sad state of events.
Yes, no wine. So we are water down today. So it's good to see everybody back here again. We skipped the last couple of weeks. We're going to try to do this just monthly, especially through the summertime, because it's gotten, everybody's been so busy. So here we are on our monthly call, and we're glad to see everybody here again.
I'm trying to pull up this email so that we can answer these questions.
So we've had a couple people email us some questions, and we're hoping to get through some of these for you guys, answer them the best we can possibly answer them. So how's everybody's week? Couple weeks been going. Where are you? Are you camping now? Or are you at home? Are you mooch docking, boondocking? What's everybody doing? As you can tell, for the people coming in late, we're hotel docking right now.
What is Tiffany talking? Who's that man in the black t-shirt?
It's me.
Looks like Jimmy lost a bet. Oh, because he shaved his face, right? I know. He thought I would notice that he messed up and went a notch shorter than normal.
Not shaved, so
they noticed on the camera.
It's because the camera light's not the same anymore. We're going to do some quick notes or quick housekeeping or whatever it is. Our Chickateek camp out is coming up. We filled that up. We got our 25 reservations, which was good. We're excited. We can't wait to get to that. 2 weeks from now? 2 weeks?
Yes, 24th.
24th. So if you come to Chickateek,
I think it's 2 weeks from today, actually.
Yes.
Maybe 3. I don't know. I'm so confused.
And then the Clydesdale farm is filling up more and more and more and more. We're going to have to stop it at 75. We had a couple people back out that said they had some things come up. Some people had some doctor's visits or, some things that went up. So we lost a couple spots and we've gained those back already. So if you know anybody wants to come, they need to get on there soon. I'm going to probably cut it off probably another couple of weeks just so I can let them know exactly how many people we got coming so we can plan ahead. I think we're up to almost 60 right now. So that's our boondocking event out in Sutler's Post, Clydesdale Farm in Mechanicsville, Maryland. So if you haven't got on that yet, email us at FindUsCamping.com. Put in the subject 2023. What are you shaking that at?
Nothing.
Put in the comment or the subject 2023 barn party. There is a page on Facebook if you guys want to get on there and start looking that up. That filled up pretty quick, and I think it's going to be a fun event.
Now you got all kinds of people telling you where they are.
That's what we want.
I know, Joanne Schreiber. It is very, very sad that there's no wine today.
No wine.
We thought we'd be back in the RV today, but sometimes
they had a couple parts they had to get in, and they couldn't get it there.
Sometimes things don't work like you plan. Melody's in Maine. I'm so jealous.
We're going to make it there soon.
I know. And Melody will tell us all about all the parks she's been to, so we'll be straight. Wine bars are at home. Doughboy camp for a week at the PGA. That's pretty cool.
All right, Doughboy, you wanted to know about, I'll go ahead and say it now. We got our caravan crawl together now. We have our 5 people that are going to follow us all the way out west and back. We have dates for those campouts that we're going to do. This is just in pencil right now. We're not 100% there yet. We're still We're still fine tuning some pieces and parts. So we will give you the dates that you can put in pencil where we're going to be where for the 3 campouts. And once we get all that information, we will put it on our Facebook page. And if we don't have your email us now, or go to our website, FindUsCamping.com, or you can email us at FindUsCamping@gmail.com. Get on the email list so we can email you dates and where we're going to be and what's going on. So we are going to try to start doing newsletters every month, and we're going to try to stay up on our emails a little bit, but it's just been kind of hectic for the last couple of weeks. So
it's been a little busy, but it's going to be okay. So pencil these in. This will be at the Sun Outdoors Yellowstone North.
Let me get my wine.
June, this is 2024, June 27th through July 3rd. Then fast forward. Okay, I'm missing some dates, but
you can replay this and get these dates if you need this.
HTR Door County in Egg Harbor, Wisconsin. That will be, this is where the dates are a little jello-y. I had the 23rd through the 28th, but there's some with the dates, so it may be the 25th through the 31st. So I don't know about that. And then I didn't put this other date in here. We will also be in South Dakota.
You could tell we had a month to plan this live, and somebody hasn't got all of their information together.
Well, we didn't have all this just yet. Smarty Birches. Okay, I'll have to get back to you on South Dakota because I have to look that up somewhere.
Like I said, if you guys want these dates, email us, get on the email list. We're going to try to email everybody all this information. So the caravan is the crawl is getting more exciting for people.
It's going to be a
lot
good
of people
time.
are talking about it. So this year we're only going to take 5 or 6 of us out across the country, and we're going to meet everybody wherever they are. Next year, if everything goes right, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get more people to go with us wherever we go, where everybody wants to go on the side. We will have 6 RVs, and these are just numbers. We'll have 6 RVs take off at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And then we'll have 6 more RVs take off at 8, 6 more take off at 9. That way we don't have a great big caravan out there blocking traffic, making a mess up there in the highway. So,
and that's based on the one in 24 going as greatly as we plan.
So that way, when we get to a campground, we don't have 40 or 50 campers lining up at the gate. We'll have 6 campers, and then they have an hour to park us, and they have 6 more. So,
we don't have 40 people blocking up the road, as we're going along the trail.
So if you are an early bird, you would take off at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning to get started on the road. If you're a later person, then you may want that 10, 11, 12 o'clock, whatever checkout is, to get everybody in there on time. So we have a lot of interest in that. People are really, really talking it up. We're trying to come up with some cool ideas, trying to come up with some neat things to do when we're in those areas. We just think everybody's going to really, really enjoy them. So get on the email list so we can stay in touch with you guys on that. Make sure you keep up with our Facebook page, keep up with YouTube. That way everything there is telling you what's going on. So what do you got over there?
You got a lot going on over there. 3M open. Yes, Brian Fournier.
Sutler's has ice cream now. Am I skipping too far? Hold on.
Yeah, wait a minute. We're right here. Like at the farm, Autumnberry? Or nearby? Oh, wow. We really need to back up. Somebody's got a fridge out. Brian Fournier, I did not hear that your fridge went out because that's a sad, sad moment. You'll have to tell us more about that.
Is it residential? Because that's what everybody was asking in our last live. Residential, 12-volt, gas, electric. What is it?
And yes, Shribes, Wisconsin, and we will expect to see you there.
And many more.
Sutler's has ice cream. That's something. Yes, Ben, we are looking forward to Sutler's too. John Kenny says, how close are you to Waffle House? Here, there's no such thing.
There's not a Waffle House.
There's no such thing. I mean, maybe somewhere in Indiana, but not here.
But I will tell you, John, if everybody knows, no, I'm not going to get into that. John is going to boondock at our house for a couple of days when we are there, and there's a Waffle House within 4 minutes from the house, so we will be doing
frequenting that.
They already know who we are. They're by name, so
they do. When we're back in town, the ladies ask where we've been, so that's cool. All right, Brian. So open is the 22nd through the 28th. So once that's over, you just head over. That seems simple enough to me.
You said when we talked to you, you might be able to skip that, so it's time to skip it.
Door County dates, Joanne. Perhaps this is one that's kind of not narrowed down yet. It'll either be the 23rd through the 28th of July, or the 25th through like the 31st. So that's one that we don't really have the dates nailed down just yet. We thought we did, and then apparently there's an issue at the campground, something they got going on, so we're trying to work around that. Yeah. Is there camping near the campground in Virginia? I'm gonna say yes, Amanda Key.
Is there crabbing?
Yeah, crabbing.
You said camping, but it says crabbing.
I don't think I said it wrong.
Oh, we were rewatching this.
Anyway,
what did she say? Did she say camping or crabbing?
Crabbing. Yes, I think there is crabbing nearby. I've never been crabbing.
I'm sure you can do it right off the pier. There's a pier right there.
Yeah. So, yeah. And if you know how to do that, great, because you can teach me.
Alaska bound, yes. Alaska bound will be 2025 if everything goes right. But we've been watching a lot of videos on that. So I might be looking to see if somebody wants to sponsor us a little Class C full-wheel drive van type thing.
It's a lot of rough roads out there. It
looks like it's taking a beating. But no, doughboy, that will be 2025 if we do that. So John says, we were at a recent ambassador meetup. Tell us one thing you learned that you didn't know before the meetup. That the community, I guess it is one thing I already knew, but the community is getting stronger and stronger and stronger, which we already knew.
We did get to tour some new things. We got to go to the lamination plant, which was way cool.
We got to see paint. So we got to go through their paint booth. And I thought, because the last two campers we had were full body paint. I thought they'd take the camper and they put it right here and they paint it all and they wait till it dries and they pull one layer of tape off and they paint it again. They take another layer off and they do it. They're actually, and I don't know how many it is, it goes through, it looks like a train. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. No, before it gets to the paint booth, it gets here, 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 and then it goes through a paint booth and then it comes in because it has to be prepped. And then it comes in and gets painted, and then they push it to another paint booth. Then it gets painted, they push it to another paint booth, and it gets painted, and they push it to another paint booth. And at the end, they clear it, and then they send it out, and they wet sand everything and do everything down. So,
and I'm just saying, the building did not look that big from outside, but from inside, it just seemed like it went on and on and on and on. Lamination was really cool. I can't specifically tell you one thing about it, but I totally did not understand how the whole lamination thing is done. And I guess one thing that I learned in the lamination booth is after it's all put together, you would think that that whole wall, right, that's got the fiberglass on the outside, the frame, the insulation, and the interior wall board would go through some sort of jig or machine where then the windows and doors are cut out. But a lot of it, they actually have not blueprints. Well, I guess they are prints. They have prints, and they by hand are routing out those doors and windows and stuff. I guess maybe doors have a jig, but a lot of them is it's done by hand, not by a robot or something, which I thought was interesting.
So Autumn is confirming that the farm has ice cream now. So I just got a text from Wayne, guy that owns the farm, and I didn't get, he just texted me.
You didn't ask him about ice cream?
But I will be asking about that because he didn't tell us. So Autumn knew something that we didn't know. So there you go, John. There's something else we didn't know, but didn't come from the Ambassador Rally, that our boondocking location has ice cream. So
that's good fun. Norcold.
Whoa.
5 amp fuse popping.
Get rid of the Norcold and put in a residential. You're done. Finished. You don't have to worry about it. Finished. Easy.
Somebody had a question about that. Somebody that hold for a moment, please.
Joanne has a fridge. G residential had problems. Panic. Easy fix. So there you go. See how that's how easy it is to fix a residential refrigerator. So. Yes, Tina said you're skipping it, Doughboy. You're going to skip it. You're coming out with us. We're going to have a good time. So somebody has a question. Hey, guys, We're coming to Chickateek. Are there any issues we need to worry about bringing our fifth wheel across or through the bridge tunnel on the island? If you're talking about the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, we pulled through there with a 13-foot-6 camper before.
It is still a little nerve-wracking because the roof of the tunnel looks like it's right here, and your trailer's this tall.
We're 13-foot-6. Thank God they brought us down with independent suspension. They brought us down to 13.4.5. The only thing I always say, they give you a little more clearance. So it's more, if it says 13.6, it doesn't mean it's 13.6.
That's my worry. Is that 13.6 is exact, or do they build a couple inches in just in case?
Just hope somebody doesn't drop off a 2x4 and knock you up 2 inches.
Don't scare people.
But no,
but just think about this. The tractor trailers are going through there, and you shouldn't be any taller than them. Doesn't make it seem any less tight, because when you're behind one of those tractor trailers, it looks like they're going to drag.
Thank you, Autumn. She said you said camping, not crapping. So this is what I told her the other day. This is funny because she said something and I said, I didn't say that. And she said, yes, you did. Yes, you did. I said, I wish we would record everything we say because I think you're wrong most of the time. And you blame it on me.
I think your attitude's there all of the time.
Sean Stevens, thanks for texting me back finally, buddy. That was almost 2.5 weeks that I texted you to ask you a question. So has anyone tried the Reneau spray on a roof? Not me. I haven't done that.
I know the Weinbergers are getting some kind of spray on their roof. They're getting something on their roof, but not till after Hershey. So
I think the Flex Armor looks really, really good. I've tried to see if we can work with them. And I'm going to still kind of keep working on them, but I think the Flex Armor looks like a great idea. It's a guaranteed for life of the camper. So if you sell the camper, it goes with it. So I am going to try to keep working with them, and maybe I can get you guys deals on those.
Ben says you look younger without your whiskers. Don't tell him that, because then you'll have him dyeing his hair and stuff. We're not doing all that.
My hair. Autumn says make sure your propane is turned off. Yes, before you go in there, they will. There is a spot to pull off. They will tell you to turn off your propane, and they will check it, and then you go through and you turn it back on the other side. The reason being is propane is heavier than air. So if you're going through a tunnel and you do have a propane leak, it's not going to go out. It settles down to the bottom. And if somebody lights a cigarette or whatever it is, there's an explosion. So they want to make sure you have all your gas tanks turned off, the propane turned off. And then when you get to the other side, you can turn it back on if you need it. It's not too terribly far from the exit to the tunnel. So you could leave your gas off if you really wanted to.
Joyce doesn't have a fridge.
But she's got a new one coming Saturday.
Yes. Fingers crossed that comes for you, and you're going to love it. That's the good news.
Wisconsin, what campground? Wagon Trail private. Nice.
It is sites. HTR Door County. That's all I got.
Oh, Bill, at 12'6", roll, buddy.
Oh man, you're good.
You got nothing.
You're good.
We got another foot on top of that. So if I can make it through there, you're golden. The only issues I've ever seen out there really, just be kind of paying attention to the weather, because if it's real windy out there, it gets windy because you're going up and down above the water and outside the water. So just be careful with the temperature.
Joyce Nichols, unless you're really like a nervous tunnel goer, I think you'll be fine.
You're fine.
And after you go through the first one, it'll be all good.
Hey, the first time I did it, I closed my eyes. It makes it easier. That way you don't see what's going on. Mm-hmm. Autumn dyes her hair weekly. Okay.
Who says that?
Or that's probably Derek. Yeah, Derek, I'm sure.
Derek does his hair weekly. Yeah.
I'm sure you dye your hair weekly. Always travel tank paint off. Now, that's the funny thing. That's a big question we hear in the RV community, whether or not you keep the propane on or off. When we did heavy gas electric, we drove everywhere with it on. Not saying that's right. Does that mean
it's right? No.
Not saying it's right. Not saying it's wrong.
If you want to start a debate, that's probably a good way. I should do a post on that.
Yeah,
do you travel with or without?
That is a really, really big debate. I've traveled. It's designed to travel going down a road. If you look at it, there is a wind blocker on there, so it won't put it out. It won't do what it needs to do as you're driving down a road. So, and it doesn't like stay on the whole time. It goes on and off when the refrigerator is calling for it. So, I have run down the road with my generator running, and a lot of people were back and forth on that. So before we had all this solar, I ran my generator going down the road, hour and a half out to turn on the air conditioners to be cooler when we get to the location we we're at. So I've run the generator and I've run my propane, and knock on wood.
Oh, see, he's got a residential fridge though. That's why he doesn't need his propane on.
Okay, then you're perfect. But for the people that do, because we get that question a lot. So, yeah.
Oh,
go either way.
Smoot has arrived. We can continue now. Brian Fournier, are you asking what model is our fridge, the higher? Because I don't know off the top of my head. However,
we don't have one.
But Joyce Nichols can probably answer you because that's the one she just got that's supposed to be coming in for her on Saturday. And I think she ordered the exact same one we have. So Joyce, if you happen to know what model it is.
The other Lisa Cox says never cold sucks dealing with a bad fridge now. Yes, it is.
I hear that a lot.
It's the only refrigerator freezer combo you can have that keeps things cold and your ice cream is still soft. So if you want soft ice cream, you want soft serve.
That is the great thing about the residential fridge. But somebody asked, it was Shribes, 12 volt versus residential. And we did talk about this maybe on the last live, the differences. I think it really came down to like a personal preference thing.
I'm always going to have a residential in my camper from here on out. We've had the gas electric, and we've had the residential. We have not had the 12 volt, but I am hearing, we're up here in Indiana. I am hearing a lot of news that they probably one day will be getting away from the 12 volt and sticking with the residential or the never cold. So,
well, I think the never colds are going away.
They're going away.
I think the gas electrics are going away.
It's going to be looking like there's going to be a lot more residential. In our Forest River that we had one of the very first residentials inside a camper. That was before you were able to even blow out the ice maker during wintertime. Every time it would break, it would bust the line on the back in the wintertime. So now they give you a way to blow those out, turn those off, and all that kind of stuff. So, but we don't have an ice maker in this one, so it doesn't matter.
Amanda Key. Oh.
John Kenny, as you know, my wonderful wife will be following in her Kia Soul to the horse farm. Will that be an issue?
Nope.
You can do what you need to do.
There's plenty of place to park there.
It's a 5-acre lot where we're going to be parking. We may take that Soul and park it all on the other side of the road, but you're good.
Yes, Ben Preister, always look for low tree branches. There won't be tree branches on the Bay Bridge Tunnel, though. I think we're pretty safe.
No, I don't think I'd hit those.
Just the roof of the tunnel, that's all.
I'm glad you got everything fixed. If everybody doesn't know, Ben Preister has a 13'6" RV just like ours, and his air conditioners and his, I think, awning got in a fight with some tree branches going down the road, and unfortunately,
it makes me sick to my stomach.
The tree branch won. So be careful out there. Even if your RV navigation says you can go down that road, there is branches that fall. There is branches that hang down.
Well, because you're like most, I think. I'm gonna go on a limb.
I'm gonna
go on a limb. See what I did there? And say all RV navigations, like the ones that you can set your parameters, they are basing those parameters on bridges and structures. I would assume, do not take into account that they may be a low branch or something, because they wouldn't have any way of knowing that. So I'll just go ahead and put that out there.
So if you guys can, real quick, we have 26 people in here and 7 of those. Let's see if we can get those 7 of those to 26. So help us out, get us some more likes on there. So YouTube says thank you guys and keeps pushing us going farther and farther. So
hey, Kathy.
Joanne once again says we're at 13.6. Yep, I'm tunnel freakazoid. Yeah, the tunnels don't bother me as much as the bridges. The bridges,
I don't know.
The bridge, to me, a lot of times we have issues and problems, especially if you see fresh pavement underneath them and they say 13.8, 13.9. That scares me, because I used to work in the asphalt business a long, long time ago. When they milled that road and they put the asphalt back on there, did they mill up 3 inches and put in 3 inches, or did they overlay what was there and forget to change the sign? So nowadays, people don't pay attention what they're doing out there anymore. Did they remember to measure it? And is that measurement in the middle, on the sides, or what? It's supposed to be at the lowest point of the bridge. So a bridge is rounded like that. Your highest, the number should be at the lowest point. But You know how that goes, especially when you're out some of those back roads and those bridges, the train trestles and stuff. So I always try to do my best to pick the middle of it as much as I can. If there's a car coming, that car will just have to wait. So,
Elizabeth, how's recovery coming? How are you doing? I'll give you a minute to answer that. And then Randy, I'm going to ask you. I see Kathy says, hey, is she too busy drinking to join the fun? Just kidding.
We've got a residential fridge. That's why I don't need it off. I say off. Our fridge stays cold for 3 or 4 hours. So if we're going anywhere less than that, we turn the gas off. It's more than 4 hours. Yes. So it just depends. It just depends on how cold your refrigerator works. Ours is residential, and it's just like everybody has a residential in your house. If you lose power, open, shut. It'll go 2 days, 3 days easy without having to throw any food away. So
rude.
There's Joyce. So Joyce right there just said
Doughboy, if you see that Joyce Nichols, or she has the higher, that's the model. Thank you, Joyce.
Wow, Ben, $25,000 worth of damage.
Late coming in. Where the heck are you? Indiana, in a hotel. Joni and Mike. But we were having some routine maintenance, and we then did have an AC problem last week, so they're going to work on that while they've got it. And I'm pretty sure that's where the holdup lies, because that was not on our list of things for them to do. So they probably had to get parts. So that's where we are. Hopefully we'll be back in it tomorrow, though.
Amanda Key says, how is your shoulder? Let's see. Pull it up.
Don't pull it up, but it is good. Look, I can get up to here. If I crawl up his shoulder, I can get up to here. The doctor told me 2 weeks ago, because I guess I haven't talked to y'all since then.
She's still milking this thing, man.
The doctor told me, so you all know, no formal PT, just exercises that they gave me to do it.
Don't tell too much. We have a video coming out, so.
I'm good.
You'll have to watch the video, because we have a full video coming up, this whole thing. So
the doctor said I'm good. We'll say that. And yeah, you'll have to watch the video for the real update. But I'm good. My shoulder is doing well. I'm happy with it.
She's making dinner.
I still have a lack of, I don't have the range of motion that I want, but I still have another 3 months before I should have that back. So it's getting better.
She needs to have this thing up and going, because we're trying to get to the Keys for Thanksgiving this year.
And I'm going to need a paddleboard.
And she's going to paddleboard.
So it will be better by then.
We missed our canoe trip this week during our Ambassador rally, because I wasn't going to try to paddle canoe all by myself and try to go in circles while everybody else was going down.
I could do like one side. I was pretty sure I could get this side if he could do the other, but he was afraid we'd be going in circles, so we did not go.
All right. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Almost able to smack him. I still have another hand.
Elizabeth said, had to have surgery and remove the part of the bone that was broke and the tendon out and back on in the boot for 8 weeks, which has been 4 weeks. Well, you're halfway done. That's perfect. Feel sorry for you guys.
Yeah.
Ben says, I'm looking forward to learning more about future solutions solar systems at the Sutler Post Farm. How are you? Oh, yeah. Enjoying your solar?
Probably guys.
Loving it. Actually loving it. So being off grid and just being able to pull into, a harvest host or a boondocker spot, or we haven't gone out west yet. Just be able to just jump in a camper and not have to worry about pulling a generator out, firing a generator up, hearing that noise of a generator. It is lovely. We've been doing a lot of testing on it. We have actually ran 3 ACs, the fireplace, and a convection oven, all on the inverters that we have. And it's been doing super great. So we have enough power right now that I can turn my air conditioner on at night, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, and it will run. And we still have about 50% battery bank in the morning. That is keeping our air conditioner at 56 degrees in the bedroom, which most of you guys aren't going to do that.
Frigid.
So that all depends on how hot it is outside, how much the compressor's got to cut on, and we will go through all of this at the horse farm. But we've been doing a lot of testing and a lot of research on it, and it's been doing fabulous. We love it. So I hope I never have a camper again without that much solar, or at least that much solar and battery bank. So yeah, it's been doing great. And I think everybody that comes to the farm that wants to know about solar is going to learn more than they want to know, because Future Solutions is awesome.
Well, the thing about solar is there is no one size fits all answer. because it really depends on how you will use it, and everybody uses it differently. So we should preface the whole scenario with that. 5 months out of work. Yikes.
It's a long time. Tiffany, any news on the Keystone Toy Hauler Rally? Well, there will be no more Toy Hauler Rally specific anymore. It will be a Keystone Rally.
For everybody.
I'm hoping, and we're fighting and clawing and trying to do what we possibly can. But I think they're going to put it somewhere, maybe in between when we're going to do.
Maybe between March and November, it'll be sometime in that window.
But there's some of the windows they're trying to do is because they're trying to get the most amount of people. I think it may be during our crawl out west. So,
or maybe not.
We're trying to push it ahead of time or push it afterwards so we can all do that.
We only have so much input, so. It's a group that
it will be 200 RVs only. So you guys are the first to know that it will only be 200 Keystones. They're going to lock it down, stop at 200. So when it comes out, if you're interested in it, you need to sign up quick.
So what that means is as soon as we find out when it is, we will let you all know when it is. And as soon as we find out when you can book, we will let you all know so that you can be in line to get there first.
There is over 1 million Keystone RVs on the road, and there's only 200 spots to the rally. So if that puts anything in perspective for you.
Brian, you are an insider. So you got my arm's doing really good. But I can't give you all the deets because then you won't watch the video.
Mm-hmm. Glad to hear Lisa started physical therapy last week.
Oh, Smoot. That's his window that broke. So some of you know, some of you don't. Brian Smoot got a new to him RV, and the part you don't know, even if you know that, is that he had a window break. So apparently it's not like tempered glass. Is that what you're saying, I guess? Wow. Well, how about that?
Well, you know that we drove around, and the other Lisa Cox will tell you, we drove around for about a month with a black trash bag across the back of one of ours. We had no idea how it broke. We were going down to, I think, the Keys or down the floor.
But it was tempered. It fell into a bunch of little bitty pieces. They were everywhere.
But we had that plastic on there, and it stayed on there for a long time to the rain and stuff. So
there you go. Very long recovery, Jim. Very long.
I don't listen to Joanne Schreiber too much.
I can get the wine bottle open even with the bum arm. And look, I did do my own ponytail.
I did that.
No, he did not.
I did that. Look, no, turn your head. Look. See,
what's wrong with you? Definitely, he did not do that. Definitely. Those who glamp together will be in Shipshawana soon. You know who else is here?
Your buddy, the Colemans.
The Colemans are here, but I think they're here and they're leaving before we will get to our schedules. Just haven't lined up. We might be leaving. We're leaving next week for sure. Maybe this weekend. Just depends on how it all rolls. It's going to be at least
Monday. We have some more work to get done. So
no, 69 is not cold in our world. In the bedroom, it keeps the bedroom cold. But we do both we're both hot sleepers, so that's why. Questions.
What?
She said 59 in the bedroom. I have no more questions.
Hey, I like it cold in the bedroom. I like it cold in the camper. Stop trying to leave us out, Tiffany.
For the toy haulers. Yes, that is correct, Tiffany. If it is during the convoy, we will not be there. So hopefully, we discussed it at the ambassador meetup and who could come when and what the best time of year was. And again, they didn't really spit out any dates. There were a couple rolling around. And I'm hopeful that it'll be not while we're out west.
The deal is families, the kids are out of school these 60 days or 65, 70 days. So they're trying to get as many people as they possibly can. And they're trying to make everybody as happy as they possibly can. And when they do that, it has to be during that summer months. So that's what makes it hard, makes it difficult to plan. But yeah, we're going to do the best we can to get it so we can all be there.
So
Charlie Grace, long time no see and no hear. So how are you been? Happy Wednesday to you too. You need to make it to one of our meetups sometime soon too. So, and Melody, too bad you sold her Keystone. Yeah, but you know what? You can still come to our campouts. We take all brands. All brands.
We don't discriminate.
Even that brand that I got in trouble for last time, we take that brand. So
I don't even care if you're in a tent, as long as you're out there getting it done. That's what matters.
We have had somebody in a tent before come to our camp out. So don't be afraid to come out with
Show
whatever
up.
you got. So
Show up, show out. I'm trying to find we have some questions on here.
what do you got on there?
Oh, Charlie Grace says she much rather be in cold weather.
Yes.
Hot and humid in Alabama. Ugh.
We went home, I think, at the hottest point
Yeah.
of the year in Virginia just a couple of weeks ago, and that hot, hazy humidity and the Canadian fires. It was nasty. I don't care to see that again. So we're going to go through a couple of questions real quick.
You have quite a few on this one. So question number 1, and feel free, anybody, to chime in. Question number 1 is, do you fill your freshwater tank to the point of overflow?
All right. I'm going to go out on a limb, and we asked some questions while we were at our Keystone rally and all that this time.
I think she means when you're sitting still.
Well, if you're sitting still, or if you're sitting, you will. We do fill the tank all the way up to the overfill flows out. Now there is a burping process as you're filling it up. It's gonna overflow out the overflow. And if you watch it, it'll slow down, and usually you can get some more water in there if you need it. So traveling, this is another one of those debates, just like the gas and the propane. Do you travel with water in your tanks, your freshwater tanks? My answer is yes. And I know there's people out there that'll say no because they've had problems where their tanks fallen. Knock on wood again. We have traveled all the way across the country with our tanks full. Yes, it does add weight and it does take fuel mileage, but when we're trying to boondock, I want to have as much water on there as I possibly can.
So that should be the comment that's made ahead of that whole statement. If we're boondocking and we're leaving here today and the place we're going, we're not going to have water, then we're going to fill up. If we're going from one campground to another, we're not going to fill our freshwater tank up completely.
We're
just going to put
gallons in
just going to put enough in there like we can stop and flush the toilets, or if we need water for something, we will have it. And what the manufacturer recommends is fill up when you get closer to the, instead of driving 400 miles with full freshwater tank, try to find some place to fill up.
Water is 8 pounds per gallon. So if you have a 100-gallon tank, you're pulling 800 extra.
So find a place closer to your final destination to fill up with water, if that's possible. It's not always possible, but if it is, that's what they recommend. So
if you're sitting still, fill it up, burp it.
We also, and so we do, that's a freshwater tank, because there's been many instances where you're in a park and you're middle of a shower and the water cuts off because for some reason, whether it be they have a water leak or somebody has damaged the water cock somewhere in the park and they've turned off all the water, and now you're without water until they get that problem fixed and the water turned back on. So we always, when we get there, even get some water in there, enough to get a shower or wash some dishes or flush the toilets a few times, just in case that happens.
We never put water in the fresh tank for the first 14 years that we traveled. So now that you're in it, people run over things, they cut the water off, you're out of water. The first thing we do is, like she said, we will put water in our tank at a campground just to be safe. And the last day or so we're there, I'll pump all that water out and we'll use that water. So there's your water situation.
Charlie Grace is planned through October. Yeah, we're planned through almost the end of the year. Almost.
Which is weird for us.
I don't know. Well, because I had plans this weekend. I planned to leave Indiana Friday, and I had Harvest Host booked over the weekend to get us home, and I've had to change all of those. So that's what happens that's what happens when I plan way ahead. It's very sad. Happy Place Diaries. What's up? Are y'all home yet? How long has it been since you would have left? Maybe.
I guess Kathy wasn't here earlier because now she's asking why we're in a hotel. Every once in a while we just
Kathy's cooking. He did say up there earlier.
Every once in a while we just want to get out of RV and stretch. So we get an RV once in the blue moon.
That's not a fact.
A hotel once in the blue moon.
It's not a fact at all.
Our RV's in the shop getting some maintenance work done. Nothing major, just getting some work done. And the parts were not available yet.
Those who glamp together. Okay.
I filled all the way up, then I watch it fly out when I slam on the brakes. Yes, if you do fill your tank all the way up and you're driving down the road and you hit the brakes, you will see it come out. And I've had somebody get beside us before and they were pointing back there because they thought I had a water leak. And it's just when you hit the brakes, it comes out of there. So
So yeah, those who glamp together, ours are designed that we are supposed to be able to travel with them full.
And I asked that over
and they are. Like if you ask in engineering, they will tell you the way they design their frames, the way they design the straps that hold them, that they are there. It's just, I think it's a weight thing that they say that you would be better to wait until you get closer, because weight affects how quickly you can stop, as well as what was I going to say? Totally lost my train of thought. Oh, and your fuel mileage.
So
Wow.
Bill says, no, he's never needed to. Yes, travel 25, 30 gallons for down the road. Yes. I mean, we boondock a lot, and there's been days we boondock 3, 4, 5 days. And so we fill it up if we need to. If I'm leaving here in Indiana and we're going 2 or 3 days boondocking, then I'm going to fill it all the way up to capacity. So, and yes, Brian, 8.33 pounds per gallon. I was just do easy math. 8 times 100 is 800 pounds. So Joanne says we drive with 1/3 tank of water, and that's
if we're like I said, if we're going campground to campground, that's what we do. Just enough to flush the toilets, wash your hands, that kind of thing. And then when we get where we're going, we can fill up, because there's no sense in adding the extra weight if you don't have to. You're going to love your RV mattress, Ben Preister. Yes, John Kenny. Turn your water pump while traveling. Turn it on when you get in and need to use that.
Yeah, if you
watch
watch one of those videos, somebody wasn't paying attention and they didn't turn the water pump off, and they put stuff around it, and when we got there, water was running out of the top of the toilet. So if you travel with the water pump, if you have water in your tank, make sure your water pump is turned off. And we still, to this day, I got in the other day and went, we didn't turn the water pump off, so we got lucky. So
it's a scary feeling.
But we're gonna go through another question we have here.
Here's the money says.
Oh, I'll go here first. Well, the 12-volt residential, we've already done that before. We want the residential.
Go here though. So Joanne, AC vents, airflow covers. You should in your Montana have the blade air vents, which are directional. Like you need to turn them a certain way to help the airflow. That's what they're designed to do. If that doesn't make sense, text me, and when we get back in the RV, I can.
There is a video on, if you go to Keystone's YouTube, they do have a video on exactly how you should set your vents in there to get the best airflow. But there is there's an arrow looking thing there that helps which way the air is flowing to turn it on. So
I will also say this: we were told, not in this RV because we have the blades in it, but in the last one we did not. And I had bought new vent covers, whatever you call them, that you could turn off, because we had 2 vents in our bathroom, which is crazy. So you get out of the shower and it's like the Arctic in there because you've got 2 vents blowing. And so I shut one of them off. I was told by engineering that that is not a good idea, because it is designed with vents in the proper places with the airflow to all work together, and you can cause more trouble than it's worth by doing that. I didn't have a problem with it, but I'm just saying I've been told that that's not correct. So you should not close vents off, for what it's worth.
Joy says, Mike says, if you had a redwood, you wouldn't have those repairs. Mike, aren't we just talking about the refrigerator and your generator at the horse farm last time?
Stop. Do not jinx us.
They all have issues.
I was going to let Mike roll on that. I was going to give him a pass.
Every RV has issues, unfortunately. So, but yeah, you do have a nice setup.
Yes. Smoot. So Travel Resorts of America, I think, is similar to Thousand Trails, and that's about all I got. I know when we were at Hershey one year, they wanted to give us like a free weekend to come and listen to their spiel, and then they're trying to sell you a membership. I don't think there's as many free places to stay like Thousand Trails. I think there's a lot of discounted stays. And again, I could be way wrong. But I think they have fewer parks that they own, but then you get a big discount at some of the like Good Sam's parks. That's really all I got. If anybody else knows anything about Travel Resorts America, you could feel free to help Brian out, because that's all I really know.
Yes, John Kenny, I think Lisa already said it, but we do recommend a mattress company in Autumn. Derek already put it down there. We have RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding in both of we have it in the front and we have it in the back. And it is a whole lot better sleep than this thing we got going on right here. So
And these beds aren't so uncomfortable. It's just not my bed.
All right, what else we got here? We got some more questions.
Yeah,
here.
Derek, don't store dog food in the back bathroom.
If a gearbox is shot, do you carry a spare motor and a gearbox plus 2 sets of cables? The answer is no.
The answer is you should.
The answer is probably you should. So we have had some people, and not wild berries, the Weinbergers did break a cable while we were out somewhere. It is good to have spare cables because every cable isn't the right size for your RV. So,
well, and they say that they're easy to replace. Knock on wood. We've never had to replace one yet, but it is good to have a spare on board. I think you can cut them to be the right length.
I don't know. No, I don't believe the answer is that, but anyway, I don't know.
What do I know?
But yes, I think you should make sure that you have the right sizes for all of them, have them up in the cabin just in case you need them. Because if you're stuck out in the middle of somewhere, Mobile Tech can fix it pretty easy. But if they don't have it in stock, you're still stuck. So I would go ahead and put one of those in.
And yes, Joanne Schreiber, even if you're going to be away from the camper for a while, if you're running your water pump, turn it off. If you're hooked to the water, like if I'm just, and I don't know, I should probably be more diligent. If I'm just running up to the camp store or over to the pool, I don't turn the water off. But if we're running into town, like to the grocery store, we're going to be gone all afternoon, we turn the water off to the camper, like at the watercock. So just because we've seen too many where the people have left and you walk by and there's water running out of their camper, like out through the doors and every crack and crevice that there is.
Well, I'm going to skip a couple things here. Amanda Key says they do come in one length. You cut to size. Her husband is an RV tech, an RV whatever, works inside.
Did you hear that? I was right. Just saying. I might have said camping earlier, but I knew about
yes, you can.
Thank you,
So
Bill.
another question is, we're going to skip right by that real fast. What tall ladder and link do you order? Do you suggest to purchase? We don't have a ladder. We have a ladder on the back of the camper, so I can get up top.
But we do not have one.
We are working with Rec Pro to.
Mike and Joni, we'll see y'all later. Thanks for stopping in.
We are working with Rec Pro. They do make a ladder that's like an A ladder that folds into a little 4x4 square that you can slide in things. We're trying to see if they will build one of those for us.
Somebody else carries it, but we don't like to support them. So I've seen them online. A lot of people have those. I don't know what you call them. You know, like stack into each other and they end up only being like a couple feet or 1.5 feet tall and they're, this wide and they'll fit in your underbelly. I did see somebody post one just the other day. Rec Pro has them. They said they would fit in your pass-through compartment. We have a very tiny pass-through compartment, so I'm not sure that it really would fit there, but telescoping, that's what it's called. Telescoping ladder.
So our next question was, I'm going to let Lisa answer this one, is how do you wash your windows in your RV?
Norwex.
That I didn't get to finish that quick.
That's all I got. Norwex. And I would show you a demonstration, except all the Norwex is in the camper.
Remember, Lisa is a Norwex
consultant.
So if you need Norwex, let us know. We can get you the Norwex. So.
I do the windows with the Norwex on the inside. And then there's also a Norwex dusting mitt that is amazing if you wet it and wring it out and wipe your screens, because your screens are on the inside and they get covered in dust and you can just wipe them off and then rinse and repeat. So yeah, that's how we do it.
And the next question right behind that one was the one that I can't answer correctly, but how do you wash your camper when you're on the road? And I don't wash it enough. We have ceramic coating on ours. Matt Moses, that owns Bob Moses Ceramic Coating, gets really mad at us because he wants us to wash the camper after every trip. Well, at campgrounds, most of the time, as you know, we're not allowed to use their water. So
yeah, if you were a weekend warrior, that would be fine.
Yeah, so we can't wash it like I'm supposed to, but the ceramic coating is holding up very, very, very well after almost 2 years on it now without washing like we're supposed to.
And then a lot of, okay, let me back.
When we're up here in Indiana, one of our partners, which is Showalter RV, he's the one that sold us
our rig there.
We wash our rig, our truck there. He has the deionized water. It doesn't spot. It looks beautiful. He's got the lamb's wool. He's got everything we need. So when we're in this area, I get the truck and camper. It gets pampered. So it gets everything it needs when we're here. So, but yeah, it is better to wash it as much as you can. But when you're in a campground, some campgrounds will not allow it, but they will allow somebody to come in and wash it for you.
So like Florida is full of places that will come in and wash them. Joanne Schreiber, Jimmy's an awning freak, and I am too after our awning crashed. I do not understand why people leave and leave their awning out. They clearly have had good luck. That's the bottom line.
Melody, what slides do you have? Because we've had them all, and
you're going to jinx us?
We are diehard cable slide people.
Can I just say I'm not a Schwintek fan.
Not a Schwintek, and we've had
hydraulics, and we didn't have a problem with them.
They're not too bad, but if you have a hydraulic leak anywhere, that shuts everything down. Your hydraulic levelers, your hydraulic slides, every single thing. So at least here you have a way it doesn't shut you completely down. So
it's Norwex, WEX, Tiffany.
What is Norway? Are you serious, Tiffany?
And it's so Norwex cloths have silver woven into the fabric, and silver is an antibacterial, which I didn't know until then, until I started doing Norwex. But you basically, their products are different cloths and like mop pads and stuff, but you just use water with them, and then you just rinse or wash them out and reuse them. You don't have to use chemicals. So no Windex, like any of that kind of stuff. We don't have chemicals. We have dish soap in our RV, but I can show you that in person next time we're together.
Raising the wild berries. Yes, it is time to ceramic coat it. I already have an appointment when we head out west to get it done. That'll be done. And Ben, I'm not a Blue Beacon fan of truck wash.
He's never used it.
I've never used it, but I used to drive it. We used to drive trucks, and I know the Blue Beacon. I've been in the truck stops, seen it happen. You can get a good one. If they do not clean their brushes out good that they wash with, it can scratch your camper. Us with ceramic, or us with full body paint, it will scratch a whole lot easier, just like your truck. And I have, and just the other day, somebody put a video out. They love acid, and they put acid on it, and it tore it up. So be very, very careful with Blue Beacon. I'm not saying anything bad about Blue Beacon. I'm not taking my camper through it or a truck through a Blue Beacon. That's not going to happen. And Kenny, hand wash it. Yes, I don't hand wash anything. You have the same thing. It's 13
can't
foot
reach it
6.
Too high. But we do use a power washer and lamb's wool on a stick.
Yeah, so I can wash it just as good as hand washing with the lamb's wool. So Rack Opinion is my guess. She says with her Cougar, we had cables on the kitchen slide, had nothing but trouble with them. Now we don't have them on our KZ Durango. All right.
We didn't have a problem with the hydraulic ones that we had on our Sierra. And I'm going to be honest, I was nervous about the cable slides when we got them, just because I'd never had any experience with them, and they have done well for us. Schwintek, not so much. So
KZ's having a rally right now.
Yeah, she said never again with the Blue Beacon for them.
Yeah. Foam cannon. Yes, we do have a foam cannon. We soak it down. We actually have a video, a reel coming out soon with the foam cannon. We'll foam cannon a thing, and it just brings the dirt up to the top, and then we wash it off. So, foam cannon. Yep, that's how we do it.
Bill Frankowski, I do not know which floor plan Melody has. She has told me, and I just do not know off the top of my head. However,
we have been looking at those KZs. They're pretty nice.
I do like the KZ with the back patio. I think it's pretty slick that it's not a toy hauler. The Durango, I think it's Durango Gold, but I don't know the number on it. We actually did a video on it a couple of years ago, and we saw it at one of the shows. And I think it's really cool because a lot of people don't want a toy hauler, but they want a patio. So I thought that was a pretty sweet idea.
The next question is, we've got this question a lot. What internet do you guys use? Right now, we are streaming, and it's getting pretty good. We're using the T-Mobile home, the home internet. It's $50 a month, and it has worked most of the places we have. The places it doesn't work, we use AT&T, but we are going to be testing something different for us probably next week or the week after. So we'll let you know how that goes. But
I don't even know what it's called.
I don't know anything about it. Somebody wanted me to test it against the T-Mobile internet, home internet. So we will be testing that in a little while. But we've been all across the country. I've been able to upload videos, been able to watch TV. Every once in Blue Moon, not Blue Beacon, but Blue Moon, we will have a little bit of an issue with internet. But no, we don't use Starlink or anything like that right now. So.
Camco Genturi RV generator exhaust venting system. Buffer. if Rec Pro has that or not.
What is it?
You know that pipe that like comes, you attach it to your generator exhaust and it goes up.
Yeah.
I've seen it, but I don't know if they have it or not. And we were just there today. If we were there tomorrow, I could ask.
Well, I'm gonna try to, especially for the camp out at the horse farm, I'm gonna try to space people far enough apart that we don't have to worry about that too much. Usually that happens at a lot of racetracks. People want you to put those on and turn them up.
That's where I've seen it.
But yeah, rack and pinion. Should we carry stuff? I don't know much about rack and pinion slides, so I can't offer you any suggestion on that.
Bill Key, do you have any suggestion for that? Calling you out. Amanda, call him out.
Do you use Camp Minion and Allstate Pro? Looking for a tutorial to learn RV Trip Wizard. So this is you because you do more of that.
So that's Joanne Strauber, right?
Yeah.
So I can tutorial you on Trip Wizard when we get on the phone one day, or like a share my screen or whatever, and I can show you. I have dabbled in Campendium. I'm not fluent in it, so I would not be good to help with that. And that's the one that we talked about at the meetup, right? Or at the rally, Campendium. It's similar to, I don't remember, because I was told that it's for more of a younger crowd, and I don't remember what the other one was that has been around longer. It's like a sister brand, and I am just drawing a total blank tonight.
The one that we use the most is going to be your free camp.
Free campsites, freecampsites.net is pretty good.
Because we're all about the free campsites. So, well, that caught your eye.
Well, because I saw it move, and I thought maybe she was telling me, I guess it's Derek, what the other program was called. Anyway, freecampsites.net is pretty good. It's a lot like Campendium. Like, it will show you a Walmart parking lot as well as a state park or a rest area that allows you to park overnight. And usually people will provide pictures, and they will also tell you on those, like what cell service is like for Verizon, we stayed and we had 5 bars, AT&T, we had 2, whatever it is. So there's usually a lot of information on there. And RV Trip Wizard, I love, 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 love. Part of RV Trip Wizard is a part of RV Life Pro. So if you sign up, you get all of that. They have a lot of information about campgrounds. I want to say they might have some boondock places. I know you can set your parameters so that it'll show you like Bass Pro Shops and Walmarts and places like that, because a lot of them allow overnight stays. So that's something you can do within them. I've become like a Bass Pro Cabela's lover now. And so if I'm looking for a place and there's not a Harvest Host, or maybe we're going to be getting in late and leaving early, so a Harvest Host doesn't work, I'll look for a Bass Pro or a Cabela's. Need RV Trip Wizard class. Wow.
Who said that?
Tiffany.
It is an awesome program, but there is a learning curve on it. Maybe if you guys come to the campouts, maybe we'll do one of those.
So maybe at the horse farm, I can do a small group of you. I know, Joanne, you won't be at the horse. No. Maybe you are coming to the horse farm. Maybe. Are you coming? I feel like maybe you are. So Tiffany will be at the horse farm. Ben will be at the horse farm. Joanne, if you're coming to the horse farm, because I'm just totally going off my brain power here, then we could do, oh, wow, we're going to bring a projector. Oh, okay. But that would work.
What do you say?
No, the horse farm.
Through.
No, I'm not. Derek said he'd bring his projector. So yeah, we could do that while we're at the horse farm, maybe one evening or afternoon.
Joanne says no, she's not coming. You're going to miss out then. If you want an RV,
you need to
if
talk
you need an
Mike
RV
into
life
coming.
thing,
but
you
no.
need
So
to be there.
we could do a demonstration at the meetup at the horse farm. If there's anybody that's going to be in Chincoteague, we could do the same thing there for a small group.
I'm trying my best, and I think we might be getting closer. I talked to them the other day. RV Life might come to the
in May
to the Endless Cabin
Endless next year,
because I told them that a lot of people have questions and they want to know about how to do things. We know it on an everyday life as we do it, but they write the programs and they understand programs, and they might be able to help you a lot more on it. So But there is, if you go down a road, and we've had it happen twice. Matter of fact, I'll let you guys know right now because I just texted them the day about it, just to give it to you. If you go down a road and something happens and you need to report something, support@rvlife.com. We'll get it to them. Tell them where you were, tell them what happened, what route you were on, and they will investigate it and see what's going on. It's happened to us twice in 100,000 miles. Nothing we had to back out of. So knock on wood, everything there has been good, but you really need to really plan it ahead and see what's going on.
So John, I don't know when you're doing your rehab on the Jayco. I know we discussed it the other night, but Weinbargers who are on here or were on here are getting theirs done right after Hershey, which I know is kind of late if you're trying to do it before then, because that's in September. They could tell you about it at the horse farm. And like Deanna Stevens was asking about it, so I don't know when they may be getting theirs done. So keep asking on these lives because somebody may have recently had it done and could give you an answer. Joyce at Chincoteague. There is a pavilion, but it is.
We have it one night, I think.
It's like a pole shed, so it's covered, but no AC. It's a definite outdoor event. So,
I know what you're going to bring for dessert.
Cherry delight.
Yep. So just go ahead and plan that, a big old thing of it, and you just put it in my camper, and whatever I have left over, I'll take to the. If you can make it keto, that would be lovely.
That's not possible.
When can we sign up for the next Endless Caverns? Ben, where have you been?
Now, Ben, you can call Lisa Mann.
We already have about 40 people signed up already, and we're only taking 100. So get on it now.
Now, let me tell you this, though. Lisa Mann is shorter staffed than she already was.
They just lost 2 more employees last couple weeks.
If you leave them, if you call and don't get her on the phone first try, leave a message and give her a minute to call you back because
she is monitoring the Endless Caverns page now. She is on there. So you can ask for her on there and say, hey, I've left a message. Can you please get back with me? If we see that, we have a call with her every 2 weeks. We will let her know that you guys are trying to get in there. So if you're having issues, let us know.
And there you go. John, if you can wait until the horse farm, Ray and Lisa's RV will be there so you can see what the roof that they got and see if that would work for you. Melody, actually, it's Casey during a 5th wheel owners group. So is either one of y'all's Durango, because I'm not fluent in floor plans, the one with the back patio?
We did look at 2. We looked at a Durango and we looked at a Venom that we really, really liked.
Casey has some neat floor plans. Yeah. Ben Price won't do a page now.
We can't leave now. It'll be there when you get back. But yeah, every camp out we do, we create a page. And what I'm trying to do is like the Endless Caverns last year was the 2022 spring camp out. Change the name to 2023. So everybody that was already on there can stay on there.
So you don't have to rejoin a page.
You don't have to rejoin. And if you have pictures and you have things you want to say, you can do that. And then if somebody goes on there, they can go back, a year, 2 years, 3 years and see how we've progressed, what we've done different, what's on there. So every camp out we do, we'll have some kind of Facebook page on there for everybody to join and see. So I would suggest you go on there right now. We have the spring camp out, which is, Endless Caverns. We have the Chincoteague, which is going on in 2 weeks. We have the horse farm, which is going to be ongoing. And it'll next year to be the 2024 fall camp out. I think it's all the ones I have right now, but every camp out we have, we will do that. That way.
What got canceled? Was it an event or a page?
It was just an event.
Okay.
That way everybody can go on there and talk, see what's going on. And as we get closer to the bigger camp outs, that's where we will post on there what's going to happen, the cornhole, the potlucks and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, last year we did little events within the page for the different goings on, which everybody didn't take advantage of, but it was nice. Like the lady that was in charge of the potluck posted a little app where everybody could fill in like what they were bringing to help her track that. We did one for the cornhole tournament so that people that were interested could kind of sign up for that and then ask any questions that they might have so that when it was time for the event to take place, most people knew what was going on.
We are going to start doing games on who can bring the most. We're going to give prizes away who can bring the most new people to the camp out. And we have one person right now that is like blowing it out of the water. Every time I get an email, this person has recommended.
This person invited us. We won't drop the name, but there is a common name there going on.
So we're going to start doing that. So if you like these campouts, we want to fill them up every single time we have one. Like I said, Endless is going to be capped at 100. We're almost to our cap at Horse Farm, so we're still taking on some more there. The Horse Farm is even telling people, the harvest hosts that are coming in, that we're having it. So I think it's going to be pretty big, a nice event. Everybody's going to enjoy it. We're going to love it. So join all the pages on there. If you're not on Facebook, we will be sending out newsletters and emails constantly, letting you know updated stuff that's on there. So I'll make 2 pans of cherries. Well, what's everybody else going to eat if you're going to make 2?
Well, you can't eat just that. You're going to have to eat something else.
Whatever.
You have to share. It's polite.
No, ours in the rear living setup, no patio. That patio is pretty sweet. So we are trying to work with a lot of manufacturers to start putting more patios on campers that are not toy haulers, because a lot of people
just keep
are
suggesting
those,
it.
so.
Because it seems like a lot of people want that, but they don't necessarily want toy haulers.
Yes, Ray, I know you love the cherry delight because you ate the other half of mine.
Charlie wants some cherry delight too. Yeah, you have to fight Charlie for that because he loves that cherry delight.
I got to fight Ray evidently because I remember he gave half of ours. So
that's funny.
We're just part-time. Melody is part-time, but she's like full-time. She's always out and about. So Derek, can you link Melody's page on there? Because if you're wanting to boondock and find cheap campground, not cheap campgrounds, she don't
cheap or free. Yeah, she does campsites.
Melody is
like the boondocking spots and all the.
Melody is your person for all that. I'm trying to keep up with her, but they put so many videos out, I can't even keep up with her. I can't even keep up with my stuff. So, but she has a great big Facebook page. She has a good YouTube channel to keep everything. Just let you know where
they do a good job of telling you where they are, showing you video of the area they're in and like what the road's like coming in, where the sites are, where they parked, what's good, what's bad. So,
there it is. He just
there
put
you
it
go.
there.
Living our dream now.
So if you guys want to follow her around and see some of that stuff, you're going to love it. She puts out a lot of content. Still nothing
from Endless.
I'll try Messenger. Yeah. We are sitting down with Blue Water Tuesday while we're down at Chickadee, and we're going to see if we can get some help and some
the problem is just, I mean, like we experience in our business, staffing is an issue, and you can only do but so much when you only have but so many people, so it's tricky.
When you got 100 people and you drop off 4, 5, 6 of them that are all in your department and they're all your thing, and then all of a sudden, like I said, it's happened in ours. It's like, okay, Lisa, now you got to take care of this. And Lisa, you got to take care of that.
And Lisa can only take care of
she can only take care of so much. And we're throwing so much at her just on our side. And we're not the only rally she does, but we asked for Endless a year in advance, and they said, why do we need to do it in a year in advance? And when we released it that day, we had 15 sign up within 2 or 3 days. So it got super, super swamped. Like I said, we're going to sit down with Blue Water next.
But it did get their attention because they didn't realize that people booked out that far. So a lot of full-timers don't necessarily book that far out, but they plan a route. And if you want to stop here at a certain time, maybe you need to plan your route to come up and go this way, or maybe you need to go there first based on when that event is going on. We're explaining to them that the full-timers may not need to book right now. They need to pencil it in and get it on their schedule so that when it is time that they book, they already have it penciled in and they have their route planned accordingly. So they did say that was something that they were maybe missing out on because they didn't realize that there were so many people out there that would plan that far ahead. So we're working on it, and they're working on it.
Mike said he needs to set up a stand on.
We don't have to buy cherry delight because you're going to bring it to the potluck.
We make 20% commission off everything you sell at the camp out. So.
Oh my goodness, he's going to set Frank out there to sell.
Frank's not going to eat it. So
did you see that she brought Ray and Lisa their own pan before they left Gloucester? Because we left right after we got there. We shared ours with them, and then they got their own whole pan.
Well, it sounds like you just been cut off from our friends list. I didn't get the whole pan. I had to share it.
Amanda's going to share some peanut butter and jelly right there with the cherry.
I'm not a big peanut butter and jelly fan.
Cherry Hill Wednesday through Friday before Cool,
Cherry
that'll
Hill,
be fun.
That's in Jersey, right?
No, Cherry Hill's the one that you can take they have the tram into DC, and yeah, we're gonna be in Jersey before the meetup at the farm.
Who wants to go to Jersey with us?
The Weinbargers and the Van Hooses. Or no, maybe not the Weinbargers. Maybe the Van Hooses, because the Weinbargers are going to get their roof done. Somebody's going to be there.
Does anybody have any questions before we shut this down? Put it all in caps if you have something. John Kenny going to be in Jersey?
Well, he's coming from
the Cottywampa Travels. Where you been?
Uh-oh.
We haven't heard from you guys in a while. I hope everything's going okay on
Are
your
y'all
side.
Be in who's real quick before we get out of here? Who's coming to Hershey?
Give us
anybody.
Give us ones for Hershey. One. Amanda Key, where are you going in
Amanda,
Jersey?
I'm not sure. I'll have to.
I hope you guys.
I do know.
I hope you guys coming us to Jersey. We don't know where we're going to be.
Lake and Shore. We're going to Lake and Shore. I don't know what town that's in, but Lake and Shore is 1,000 Trails. That's where we're going.
We're thinking about maybe possible if we get enough people. God knows it's called. Enough people that we will probably all try to go to dinner one night at Hershey if we can swing it, which would be pretty cool. If anybody's interested, let us know.
We did that in Tampa. We had a good time, so we could do it.
So if you let's put it this way. That way, if anybody watches this rerun, let us email us. That way I can keep track of it. Put it in the subject and say dinner at Hershey. That way I can search dinner at Hershey. If anybody wants to do dinner at Hershey, let us know. We'll see if we can plan something. Let us be there. Our schedule is pretty tight when we go to these shows. But
John Kenny Hershey is the 13th through the 21st, I do believe, of September. I'm way in the wrong time on my calendar. Yes, September 13th through the 21st, 13th through the 17th. Sorry, 13th through the 17th is Hershey.
So all these ones here, email us Hershey dinner. If you want to go to Hershey, let us know. We will see if we can line something
Amanda
up.
Key, let us know what day you're going to be there, because maybe we could plan to do dinner the day. I know last time y'all left right after we ate, so maybe we could do dinner on the day y'all are there.
Cottywampas, why in the world? And we just met you. We know you wagon masters, but why did they put that during the Hershey show?
Yeah.
Brian Smoot, we're supposed to be back in Williamsburg Monday. I don't think we're going to make Monday.
But next week
Tuesday.
sometime.
So we will be back in the area. So it's steak dinner coming up sometime soon.
All right.
You're there the 13th and 17th. You're there?
Who said that?
John.
Oh, no, I'm going to be there the 17th through the 21st, but the show will be the 13th through the 17th. Y'all coming to Hershey, John? That'd be fun.
Amanda says Saturday as of now.
Okay. Will y'all stay and we'll go to dinner? Because if so, then we'll try to plan everybody to do dinner Saturday.
We need to know who wants to go so I can make, like I said, we can make plans around that, and then we can see if we can find a place that can hold everybody that wants to go. So
yeah, that's the trick.
Let us know. Hershey's a little bit slower for us. It's not as busy as Tampa. So we do have some time probably to pull away and do some stuff with everybody. So we just need to know who all wants to go, and yeah.
We'll shoot for Saturday. Let's just go ahead and we'll commit to that. We'll shoot for Saturday.
Put on your calendar for Saturday for right now, unless something changes. Anybody else have any questions? So we all know who's coming to Hershey. Tampa is in January, and Tampa's the big one. Who's planning on coming to Tampa? That way we can have an idea of what's going on there too.
The Berries have a babysitter for the weekend to Hershey. That means they're coming.
Are you just driving up for the weekend and staying in a hotel? Not pulling a camper all the way up there, are you? We will be in Tampa. Cool.
Cool. Berries, are y'all staying at Hershey, or are you just coming up for the day?
Brenda just knows I do have facial hair.
It's just white, and so you can't see it.
Tampa. So a lot of people might be coming to Tampa.
Tampa's going to be a good time this year too.
Cool. Tampa will try our best. Tampa is just a zoo. It's a zoo for us, so we will try our best to see if we can do a dinner. It's the problem with us is a lot of times during the week it's easier for us to do a dinner than it is for the weekend, and most of you guys are coming in for the weekend. So
well, and the other thing with the weekend is like we can still do Saturday. Maybe we will cut out early and go because Saturday night is going to be crazy busy at restaurants. Period. So Autumn, I'm asking because if you're you can stay with us if you want. You can have the back bedroom. If you're coming to Hershey,
$79.99 a light, and I'll leave a night, and I'll leave the light on for you.
No, but seriously, if y'all want to come and don't want to pull the camper, you're welcome to stay.
As long as there's no lunar
no
eclipse.
huckabuck.
No lunar eclipse that night.
You're so funny. All right.
As long as we have power.
Oh yeah, Tampa last year was a disaster for power.
Yes, I think that I think
everybody thinks you look younger without your beard.
I am younger. I'm younger than her.
Well, it is what it is.
What about
Williamsburg? When are you going to be in Williamsburg? Ben Breister?
He doesn't live too far from there.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so we have 2 people for dinner in Williamsburg. Yeah, so if we make it there, I'll try to get in touch with everybody, and maybe we'll do a dinner in Williamsburg.
We'll all get together.
We get there. We just got to get there first. So anybody else have any questions for us? Give us something. I like answering these questions. That's why I like that whole list of email questions that we had.
Did you go through all of them?
I went through.
No, he did not.
I went through most of them.
So you're in Chesapeake, Ben, and then Brian Smoot. I know you're down in that area, and I know you would think I'm from Virginia. I should know, but I don't understand how like Hampton, Chesapeake, how they all come together. So are you in Chesapeake too, Brian? Because maybe we could like meet somewhere halfway.
I liked it better when he came up to us.
Remember, there's 2 of them in Chesapeake.
No, I'm just kidding. Lisa, your hair looks great. Just saying, have you have fun? You guys, trailer is in the stores 10/1 maybe next year. So ask Mike. Good night, guys.
All right, Wisconsin.
We'll see you guys later. Hampton, man, Hampton's a long way. Email address for us is finduscamping@gmail.com. Our website is finduscamping.com. So if you want to get on to finduscamping.com, you can go on there and you can contact us up that way. If you can't remember it, you can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, any of those social media places if you can't find us. So Lisa said it takes like.
They're stupid. Mm-hmm. Hampton will be about halfway from Chesapeake. All right. So Brian and Ben, we'll let you guys know when we get in town and see about meeting somewhere while we're there. If
anybody else is in Virginia near the Williamsburg area and wants to go to
Weinberger's there
next week, let us know. Maybe we'll get a big group up, and that's the whole good thing about this RV community. Right there, we just said, hey, let's go to dinner, and all of a sudden now we got 4 or 5, and somebody just texted me a minute ago about dinner. So it's pretty cool how we just throw something out there and like, let's all meet up now and go to dinner. So
now what dates are they talking about there?
All right, Cottywampa, when, and Amanda, dates. What are we asking for? When or dates? But all you guys asking for dinner, please, please, please email me because I'm getting old and I can't remember all that stuff. So
Williamsburg next week. Are y'all in town? I'll bring my wife.
We're open for the weekend.
We can go to the Waffle House. Oh, me.
But yeah, anybody that wants to try to go to dinner next week, we're in Virginia in the Williamsburg area. Please email me. We'll get a email chain going and
Saturday's the grandbaby's birthday party, so that's a hard no.
Yeah, I can't do it Saturday.
But so we're open other than that.
Let us know, and if we can make it, we'll make something happen. If we can't, we'll do it next time we're here. But that's what this is all about, is building our community together and getting everybody together, getting everybody that's on this right-hand side over here to know each other and camp with each other.
So Cottywamples, you asked when we were in Williamsburg. Does that mean you're coming to the East Coast? To Virginia?
They were on the East Coast.
Well, but they're going to Indiana for September. So where are they right now? Not yet.
So we're all showing up to
Well, Barry's, y'all would like it. The birthday party is actually at the Children's Museum, so it's a small group, but it'll be big fun. Had to cancel Indiana.
Mm.
Okay, there's a story here. I'll have
the
to
weather
text
here is
y'all.
nice right now. I'll tell you that it's been nice and cool for the last couple of days. So hit us up later. Let us know what happened. Why
Yeah,
you
way
guys had to
cooler than
cancel.
Virginia for sure.
Let's get in touch. And, maybe you guys can go out west with us next year, the year after too. That would be pretty cool. I'm good for Thursday and Friday. Yeah, whoever wants to eat, just email us. Like I said, Williamsburg dinner or something in the subject line, so we can make plans and try to figure out if we can get everybody out there. So
we'll get as many of us together as we can.
And if you can, let us know what day is better for you, so we can see if we can get everybody
So
together.
let's shoot for Thursday if anybody can do that. Chincoteague is also Amanda's birthday.
Yes, it's a lot of birthdays.
Chincoteague. And the other Jim Cox, his birthday is August too.
So we'll have to keep everybody that's drinking the peanut butter and jelly away from the dock and away from the piers, so everybody don't fall in the water.
That would be bad, really bad.
I think it's going to be fun. And for all you guys that really want to know, Lisa Mannon will be there Friday and Saturday, so you will get to meet her. Don't pick on her too much. She has a lot going on, so try to be nice to her if you can. But at least you'll be able to put a face to her, and you'll love her. She's been great. She's been a great help for us. So
we should. I don't know. So let me ask this real quick. I know we keep saying we're going, and it's almost 9:30. Lives. I know we were doing every 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, I don't remember what we were doing. I don't know. We weren't in a hotel, but we were somewhere. I don't know. We didn't have good service or what, that we didn't do a live. And we said, maybe we could just do monthly. I need opinion from you guys. Would you rather do every 2 weeks? We kind of thought maybe in the summertime, people would be really busy and doing family and the kids are out of school and the whole thing.
We like bringing this community together. So I would do it every week. It doesn't bother me because there's really nothing for us to really do except for turn this thing on and go. So we just want to know from you guys, do you want it bi-weekly, monthly? How do you guys want it? Because I like seeing you guys talk to each other on the side over there. So let us know what is your opinion. And we'll just keep going.
We'll go ahead and do it.
And if you guys want to, we could once a month do a Zoom call. That way everybody can kind of be on there and people can really see each other, because some of these people don't know each other. We could do a Zoom call, send out invites, and everybody can get on Zoom and we can all talk. That way you guys can talk. We can see you guys and you guys can talk to us. So instead of us doing all the talking, I can let Autumn do the talking, or Derek do the talking, or Joyce do the talking. So if it's something you guys are really interested in, Zoom once a month or quarterly or something, let us know that too. So we're kind of interested in that.
I was asking, to know for one, and for 2 weeks we will be in Chincoteague. So some of these people that are on this sidebar here would actually be there, like Mandakey.
Mandakey says, I like to talk. So we'll have to mute you if we do a Zoom call.
She'll be at Chincoteague if we do a live in 2 weeks. She'll be there live and in person.
But that's what FindUsCamp is all about, is building community. So we're trying to find a ways to build the biggest community we possibly can with our villagers, with our people. And we talked about you guys just the other day at our rally when we had the 84 reservations at Endless Caverns, and Lisa decided to go out on surgery a couple of days before, and she was on drugs and an arm in her sling. And you guys came together and really helped us out, and
helped him out because I was just out.
It really meant a lot to us. It really made us wake up and see how much you guys really do for us, and we do really appreciate all that.
We don't just have a village; we have a pretty damn amazing village.
So we want you guys to talk us up, not us, but you guys up. This our whole community here together, and talk it up and get more people involved. We want to see more faces on here. We want to see more people talking. We want to see, and we say it over and over again, when we see 2 of you guys come to one of our camp houses that didn't know each other, and then later down the road we see you guys talking like you guys are best friends. That makes us feel good. There's
quite a few of you on here that don't know one another in person, have not met in person, but will meet at the horse farm, I think. Some of you met at the Keystone rally. So it's cool to be a part of bringing you all together. So just, it feels good. Makes my heart happy.
So help us out by gaining. Let's get this community, our community right here, our villagers, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So when we do travel out west, we can pick up some more people. When we're out on the east, we pick up more people. So it's not all about us. It's about you, and it's about all of us helping each other. And we actually met another couple through Derek and Autumn at Chesapeake not too long ago. They actually, they're social media people too, and they broke down on the side of the road, and they called out for help on social media. And Derek and Autumn went up there to help them out.
That's how they met them.
They went up there to help them out and get them what they needed to do. And I don't remember the whole story, but they actually drove up there and got them straight. And we met them now, and we talk to them quite often. So,
and now they're coming to the horse farm. So full circle.
I think they said they couldn't come.
Oh, they did. His work schedule got changed. They were coming to the horse farm.
So it's pretty cool how all this stuff works. So you guys know, and in our business, our lawn care business, I always tell people, help us get some new referrals and new jobs, because everybody knows 7 people. So every one of you guys knows 7 RVers that we do not know. So if you can get them on here, tell them about these lives, tell them about our YouTube channel, tell them about the Facebook, tell them about the community, tell them about the campouts. If everybody brought 7 people, just think what that would be, because we had 84 reservations last year. 84 times 7, I'm not even going to do the math, but that's about 500 and 600 some RVs right there.
It's
so
a lot.
We do appreciate everything you guys do for us. We couldn't do it without you guys, bottom line. And we want to build the community. So when you are traveling full time and you go down the road and you need a place to stay, you can just go on one of our pages and say, hey, I'm coming through Louisiana. Does somebody have some place I can stay? And they go, yes, we know who you are. Come stay the night. And it's happening.
There's a lot of people out there, guys, that have a place for you to stay.
We have a place in Virginia. If you're going up down 95 or 85, if you need a place to stay for the night, I have 30 amp hookup out there. I have water hose if you need water. I don't have anywhere to dump, but we do have a place if you need to stay. So that's what this community is all about.
Look at these two messing with each other. Good night, Autumn. Chincoteague.
That's all we got.
Chincoteague's going to be a good time.
Yeah, Chincoteague's
and yeah,
fun.
You need to check out the Moride video where Mr. Minnesota Boy had a cameo appearance. Is pretty funny.
All right, so we're going to get off here now. There's the
We'll do 2 weeks. We'll do 2 weeks.
We'll do every 2 weeks now, and we're going to see if we can get everybody together on a big Zoom call one time and see how many people we can get on there and get that going. So we do appreciate you guys. I got to take Lisa downstairs, maybe get something to eat. I think
I'm
they close at
starving.
11.
We had a big lunch, but now I'm hungry.
So,
but thank you all for being here, and thank you all for being a part of our little village, because it means more than you know.
And we will see you guys at the next camp out or the next live. So
yeah. It'll all be in Chincoteague. Next camp out and the next live.
Yep. And we might have everybody on the live. We'll have everybody come in. So as our favorite tagline is, until you guys find us camping.
Safe travels, y'all.